Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. We are joined by Lynnette Caldwell here once again from The Main Thing and so many other things like deliciousness and nana pudding, right? It's so many other things delicious. I can't even get it all out. She's also a coach. She has her own businesses and she's helping guide you to discover your own inner joy and passion and can guide you as an entrepreneur and, of course, help create success and wealth and so much more. How are you today?
Good, Jill. How are you? How are you doing?
Well, I'm great. But before we really introduce you, for those on the Zoomcast, not sure, but she's got merch on. We talked a little about merch last week. She had someone else's merch, but this is her.
This is my own. Yes, we got everything here. Let me see.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
She has an orange t-shirt on, guys. If you're on the radio with the Main Thing logo with the pink gorgeous hair, and that's obviously one of her companies. So welcome back today. Let's get started. Yay!
Thanks for having me. I just had a full-blown meeting on The Main Thing. So I'm Lynnette Caldwell, and I am the owner of The Main Thing Hair Wellness System, and I'm also the owner of Nana's Pudding and Other Deliciousness, and the Money Mindset Solutionist. That's what they call me, the Solutionist, SOUL.
I love it. And by the way, I hear a lot of music in the background. I don't want to, if it's on your end, just want to let you know it's coming through on the recording.
Oh, isn't it? Should I get up? Because I got to go all the way to the kitchen and I'll turn it down.
I hear it.
Well, let me turn it down.
Okay, that's fine. In the meantime, I'll talk about Lynnette Caldwell. So Lynette and I got to meet a few weeks ago in person for our online in person, I should say, face-to-face show, which was awesome. And she really helps so many people, guide them to what she's done because she came from nothing. She did this all on her own. She had no help. She just had an idea, came from love, and she started the first business, which was Nana's Pudding and all that deliciousness. And it led her to, next thing you know, having her own hair product line, and she's on Amazon. Oh wait, she's back. She's got merch now. So hi, thank you. Just so it's a better recording. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. I apologize for that. Yeah, all my businesses came from various pains or passions, love. So if anybody's inspired to, try their hand at business, then they should probably go for what they're looking for in the industry that they can't find, make it themselves, or if they love to do something, then they should, package their talents and then, sell it, put it out to the market, because it is so many things out there that we need and that we can't find, although there's so many things out there that are already in businesses, but it's never too late. Anybody can start a business, and there's money out there for everyone.
Oh, absolutely, there is. And let's talk specifically about your products. Since there are new listeners, we got to reestablish what you do specifically. Do you want to talk about your first baby, or you want to go to the main thing because you're all merged out?
Yeah, I'll go to Nana's Pudding. Nana's Pudding is so busy coming in October and starting right now. We have so many birthday parties and birthdays and things coming up that I'm actually trying to strategize people in their orders. Like, okay, so what are we doing? What do you need this for? Let's be specific. Let's move quickly. Let's get it together. But that is my main, my first product, which is
that is my main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a dessert business. It has delicious banana pudding. What is it? Sweet potato pie, banana pudding cheesecake, banana pudding cake, cupcakes, cocktail cupcakes, pear cobbler, peach cobbler, all kinds of deliciousness. And it is really, really made with a lot of love. The website is nanaspudding.com, and I'm also on Instagram as Nana's Pudding _ and on Facebook as Nana's Pudding and Other Deliciousness. So, like I said, we have a lot of cakes in the ovens.
Sure do.
Just no pun intended, but we have a lot of stuff going on right now in terms of Nana's Pudding. And it's my daughter's first birthday coming up.
Aw. And I recently heard you were going to do something with big chain is interested in you. Doesn't mean it's happening now, but the fact you're getting a notice by like Costco and
Right, Costco, yes, Costco. I have to get back to them, but Costco is definitely interested in that banana pudding. I mean, the way the man was talking on the phone as if he can have just a little spoonful through the phone. But yes, he is very interested in Nana's pudding, banana pudding to start
yay.
out.
Which, by the way, my son got to try a few weeks ago. He loved it. He's a sweet monster and he ate it all. He couldn't open the jar, I think I told you. But yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah,
And my
he
dad
got
loved
it.
it too. My dad, I gave one to my dad.
Oh, he did. Oh, he gave you feedback. That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. So
of
happy.
course. And by
So
the way,
happy.
how long does it stay good in the jar, the way it's packaged currently?
Well, it has to be refrigerated. As long
Yeah.
as it's refrigerated, it can stay for a week and a half to maybe to 2 weeks.
Okay.
But if, of course, if it's not refrigerated, then that is a disaster. It will not last at all because it's it's a refrigerator, a cold product.
Absolutely. All right, good. Now, let me ask you this. So, are we talking about going big time yet? Or are we still saying local?
In my mind, you know how my mind goes. I'm thinking of franchising, things like that, because people have said, "Oh, are you coming to this state? Do you have a location here?" So franchising is good because you can get like little businesses in various states, and that
Yeah.
way, people don't have to order, and you don't have to send it to them, but you can have a franchise there. That's something that I was thinking about because, to be honest with you, I never really wanted a brick and mortar. I always, I just felt like I can move fast and I can do a lot of different things without having to go to an establishment every day or having people there. But then I rethought it and maybe a little station in New York City and then having it franchised.
Awesome. Yay.
I think that'd be a good idea.
And now, how many years old is it, the company now?
It's 8 years old. It's been on hiatus for a little while since I had the accident, and now we're just building back up.
Awesome. And the next business. So, when did you think about starting another business? How did that all come into effect?
Okay, so the main thing that is the main thing. This is my hair wellness system. It's all natural, all organic products. Okay, so I've said this so many times, and I just love to hear the story because I've had ear problems, and I feel like whenever you have a problem, you have to have a solution. There's always that yin and yang. So you have a solution to what the problem is. So as I was going through um, recovering from this accident, I stopped wearing wigs and weaves because I wasn't working anymore. So I felt like, oh my gosh, I have no hair. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on with this hair? So I tried different products. I bought a lot of products. And what I'm realizing, I'm just going to digress for a minute. What I'm realizing now is when people buy products, they're so used to the perfumes and all different types of things that's in these products that are not good for your hair that when they see a great product or all natural product, they don't recognize it or they can't, conform to the naturalness of it. So what I'm seeing is a lot of comments like, "Oh, I love it. It smells so healthy. It smells good,
Yeah.
not artificial," and things like that. And on the other hand, some people's like, "Oh, I don't like the smell," but it's really nutty because of a lot of the herbs and spices that are in there, and it has a lot of organic oils in there, carrier oils. So I'm realizing that this is actually not only is it good for your hair, but the scent to me does not bother me because I know what it's for. It's not saturated with a whole bunch of oils to camouflage the scent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty healthy for my hair. So I started this product because of that. And when I bought all these other oils, it didn't work. And then when I started to use mine,
That's
within a week or 2 weeks, I started to see a difference in my hair, which I was starting to appreciate because I was about to lose it.
uh-huh.
So, going through the process of refining it and getting it to the right consistency and how I really wanted it was therapeutic for me because, like I said, I was going through recovery. So this was a good process for me to take my mind off of the pain and things I had to do, and to focus on this product. And as a result, I came up with what, 4 products plus a little throw-ins, and then I had well, I can show you some of the. This is now. Can you see?
Yep, I see it.
Okay, this is the main thing. It says grow, restore, renew. This is the elixir, the Miracle Hair Growth Elixir. This is what I started to use initially, and this is what grew my hair back. And then I said, okay, well, let's make some for babies. And
Yay!
this is for newborn babies, toddlers, school age, adults with sensitive scalps. So this is the other one. And then this is the Biotin Boost. Let's see, here it goes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for your hair. It's very light. And then I was just going on and on and on. I started a shampoo. This is a shampoo. Again, everything is all natural, all organic. You can't, it's nothing to damage your hair.
No sulfites, no sulfates, no parabens, I can't even think of the other words. Yes.
No chemicals, nothing. Actually, I wash my hair more often because I realize that when your hair is like a plant, so you need to wash it more often. That's something that I did not do when I had the wigs and weaves in there.
I was always told you're not supposed to wash it for a few days. Wait, but.
Well, my hair needs water.
Yeah.
So
your hair's dry.
Right, it's very dry, so it needs water. So I was washing it once a week, and then sometimes stretching it to 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And I'm realizing that it's getting drier and drier. So now, just recently, I started washing it like twice within a week, and I see that it's a lot better than it was in terms of the dryness. It's not dry, brittle, that it's breaking off like it was before. It's just that I can wet my hair and I'll be in the shower and I'm like, well, when is it going to get wet? When is it going to get saturated? And it takes a while for that to happen. So water is really good for your hair. Cold water too.
I know that.
Yeah.
Well, they say, okay, that's it. When I wash my hair, then at the end, after I condition, they say put ice cold water on it because your hair it contracts and expands, right?
Right. And then it keeps the sheen in. Cold water helps the sheen, stay in your hair. So these are the things I'm learning over the years. I've never been a hair connoisseur at all. As a matter of fact,
I love the terminology, a hair connoisseur. I love it.
I've never been that. So I'm learning this as I go. So that in itself could be inspirational to someone else, because people feel like, okay, well, she's been in this business, or no, I haven't. I'm learning as I go, and I'm perfecting as I move forward. So anybody can do it. It just takes time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Having a business in itself is not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yeah, you have to be in it to win it. It's like the lotto.
Oh my God, you're right. You have to be in it to win it. That is so true. Yeah.
You have to put, your passion. And here's the most important thing that I teach in my mentorship classes is about your business is you. It starts with you, because if you don't have the foundation, the firm foundation you need to run a business, it's not going to work. In order for you to attract clients and attract money and opportunities, you need to get right with yourself. So before I even go into how to start a business, we focus on the person, the business owner, who you are and what's important to you and how you communicate with the world and what you do to keep yourself together on a daily basis. And like morning, probably noon and night. Sometimes you need to take a breath throughout the day. So, and if you're a solopreneur, which most people start out as, so eventually you have to hire people to help you with certain tasks. And that's a whole nother issue or process. Or, sometimes you can hit the jackpot and you can get someone to help you straight away and they know exactly what you need. Some people are not so transparent. So, eventually you realize like, oh my gosh, this is not the person that I need to be working with. So you're putting out money, you're investing in yourself, you're doing a lot of things. So there's a lot of things that you have to do as a business owner. So we need to put that out there and let people know that it takes time, it takes money, it takes energy. So you need to get yourself all the way together before you start.
Lots of perseverance for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lynnette Caldwell here. We're talking with her. You're just tuning in. We want to visit our websites, and would you mind sharing how we get in touch with you?
Sure. theMANEthang.com. That's Maine, MANE, thang, THANG.com. Also, it's on Instagram as The Main Things with an S on the end. And I'm also on Facebook as The Main Thing. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, that's it.
That's not it. There's more to you. All right,
Oh,
let's talk about
yeah.
your coaching and tell us a little bit about that. What's
Oh,
going on? Because this is big. You're starting a website. You're
yeah,
starting a real. Yep. Mm-hmm.
that is so funny. I mean, as you can see, I just talked about the coaching aspect of it just now because everything you do, it involves a level of self-development and self-discipline and everything. So I came up with the money mindset mentorship to help people navigate because initially, people think you have a business, you just put it on social media, it's like clockwork, you're making money. Nope, it is not like that. There are some people who are associated with some other people who are associated with some other people, and those are the people who's doing seemingly well on social media. You can't go by that because most of those people on there are not really living the real lifestyle or what we think they're living. So you can get caught up in a real unrealistic world when you look at that. So when you're starting a business, you should really get your systems together, automations and things like that. So these are the things I like to talk about because I've been so disciplined and doing the things that I need to do for myself. I've been able to attract and manifest various opportunities and platforms that I've been on. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Costco's has been in touch with me.
You're on Amazon. Your stuff.
Yeah,
Hello.
my stuff is on Amazon. Yeah, I got see so many opportunities. I got into the Black Accelerator program on Amazon. They gave me money to promote my products. They do they help excuse me, they help me do ad campaigns. There are people available to help me under this program. Also, I've done what else? Oh, the Ziegfeld Theater is a prominent theater in New York City where they want to be the exclusive vendor, dessert vendor for their establishment. So
Mm-hmm.
there's been various opportunities that's been presented to me, and and I haven't solicited anyone. I haven't gone after them and asked them for things. In my world, most things are attracted. I really don't, go out and try to get push myself into other people's world. They kind of pull me into it. So that's how I usually do. And that's what I'm saying is a matter of self-development and self-discipline and the things I do
Yep.
on a daily basis that keeps my energy pure and helps me to get these opportunities in my life. So, but aside from that, when you want to run a business, you really want to stay focused, like I said, on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on yourself, and then you become the branding for your product or service.
Yeah.
So it depends. So this is really my service-based business, and then I have those product-based businesses. So I mean, I think it's really good. I think it's a really good venture. It keeps me going. I'm excited. I never really get burned out with it because these are the things that I like to do.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Clearly, it's your passion, and but some people are stuck and they don't know how to go to the next step, the next level to start their own business. And when you got up before to go shut the music off, whatever I said, you started from nowhere. You inspired. You were driven. It came
Right.
from within. You didn't have help. You didn't have a coach to get where you did, but it was
Yeah.
the idea you had, and you knew you wanted it, right?
Right. And I just
And
one step at a time, one step at a time. That's all you have to do. Because sometimes in my world, like I said, when you do certain things, then you start to get opportunities. Now I could be saying, oh my gosh, I need somebody to help me with my website. And I'm talking to myself. And then all of a sudden somebody said, you need help with your website? So things just kind of manifest for me. They just come in. I'm like, oh my God, I just thought about that. And look, it happened. I do this all the time. And these are the things that happen to me quite frequently
Yeah.
when I have
Mm-hmm.
these thoughts. So, but I'm just trying to teach people
You're
that this is how it goes. Don't get caught up in the rat race or the hamster wheel where you're just rolling, rolling, rolling. You're trying to send this out. You're trying to do social media, because to be honest with you, a lot of my stuff come from word of mouth. People have purchased and then they have told other people. So it's really not a lot of social media contacts that I deal with. But although some things does come from social media, not all the time. So you just got to be, like I said, on various platforms, and then people will start to reach out to you in that way, in various ways.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, you've been doing this for quite some time. You have your hands full. You also have a granddaughter, right? How old is she going to turn?
One is 8, and this one is about to
Two.
turn 1.
Oh, okay. The little baby. I was thinking, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot you had two. But you still want to expand. You want to grow, not just these companies. Do you have any
Right.
other things in mind?
I always have things in mind, but I
Awesome.
have I have to keep things scalable, and I have to make sure that I'm doing the best in this product and then these products and then this services before I can move on, because it's like a house full of kids and you're not giving them all the attention that they need.
True. True. Absolutely is. Yeah, you're right.
Each child
Oh,
deserves to have the attention. So, and that's what businesses are. They're like babies. So you really have to,
have to.
yeah, you have to be dedicated to growing your business. Just like you raise a child or rear a child, you have to grow your business. So it takes time.
Wow. I give you so much credit for what you do. And I always, I never had the brains of an entrepreneur. We talked about it. I want to try to invent this foot bath thing, right? But I haven't had time to think about it. I can't one day. But like, that's the problem. People put things off too long sometimes, right?
Right. Well, you can. You got to, that self talk, you can,
Mm.
eventually, once you keep thinking
I
about
could
it,
do
and you
it.
say,
I could do it.
let me set aside a day to write out what I need to do. I tell you, I do journaling. I have never done journaling in the past, and I just started doing it because it starts to script out your life. You start to write your own story, and then it starts to unfold because that's where your focus is.
Yeah. And now, as an entrepreneur, you have a lot on your plate. What do you feel that someone listening today needs to get started? All right. They have to have the want, the desire, but what are certain core key factors that maybe we could start working on at home to kind of inspire, manifest success? I mean, could you give us some examples? Like how do you do it? Or you don't want to give away your secrets?
To start a business, you mean? Like if they
Yeah.
want to start a business? Well, first you have to have the idea. What is it that you want to do, right? So you say, I want to start a hair wellness product. So who then you want to find a niche. That's your niche. Who's your ideal customer? And that's so funny. Finding your ideal customer is like a whole process, in that you are finding, like saying, I want somebody in New York City, a housewife who's making $45,000. She has 2 kids and a husband. Like you're planning out who your
Yeah.
avatar
Mm-hmm.
is. Yeah. So that so now you know how you're going to market this product and who you're going to market it to. Then you start to do research. You have to do research on what the product is. Then you also have to know your competitors and what they're doing and how they're doing things, just so you have a basis on how you want to fit into this equation. And then once you start to do that, you start to get, like I said, it's an example of a hair care product. You start to look up the best products for whatever solution you're trying to solve. So if it's well, each business is a problem solver. So if it's you want thin hair or you want
Mm-hmm.
balding or something, you start to think of the products that will that will heal these type of problems. Then you start putting it together. It's like, oh, well, I used this before, maybe not too much of this. I used that. Maybe I should get some more of this or a certain kind of this. And then you kind of put it together. It's like magic, how you putting stuff together. So it's whatever your passion is or whatever your problem is. It's always like a problem solver. But if you're a cook, you like to cook and you know that people love your food, then you
Mm-hmm.
start to, cook for people,
Yeah.
making certain plates. You can do little orders at first. And then, I'm sorry, hold on.
Sure. Go ahead.
I don't even know how to stop it. Oh, decline. So, okay. So then you start to realize what people like the best. Maybe I'll do some vegan food or something if that's what your passion is. Or I know how to make delicious vegan food. I would love to have somebody make some delicious vegan food for me so I can try it out. Then you start to give it out. You start to package it and then you send it out. Then word of mouth is the best marketing you can ever get.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
But while you're doing these things, you need to get right with yourself at the same time.
aw.
So you need to, look here, Pepper, he's passionate about people not coming near me.
Aw.
So basically, that's it in a nutshell. When you're starting out, so you never just focus on the business. You always got to focus on yourself first.
Yeah, absolutely. And is their dog excited for your next venture? They can sense things, right?
He's just so much. He's too much. He's
Aw.
overprotective.
Well, good. Well, we still have 3 minutes left in the show. So how would you want to wrap this up, girl? I'll leave it up
Okay.
to you. Go for it.
Okay, I would like to show them my wide tooth comb.
Yeah.
It's did you use yours?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I washed my hair one time since I met you, twice since I met you. Yes. I had the extensions done like last week, so I still have not put product in them because I'm not supposed
Well,
to, but I
right.
will.
It'll weigh your hair down if you win it. Like, but if
Oh,
you sit home one day and
uh-huh.
or you're on vacation, then that's when you use it.
It's in my bathroom. I was going to bring it, but I do still have this too.
Your cat.
Hey, did I start the show last week with this on?
Oh my God, that was so funny. I was telling
You don't need to show yours, but this is also,
right. I don't.
or it comes up backwards.
Yes, that is so cool. I love it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna wear a new one tonight.
Ooh, how many different varieties do you have?
I have so many because I give it out to people who order. And so I said I keep telling myself that I'm gonna wear a new one tonight because I have various kinds. One I have, which is supposed to be a designer cap, but it is not satin, so it's very hot, and it does not do the job like it's supposed to do. So I'd stopped wearing that one, but the ones that I have are satin and they work.
They definitely do. On a day like today, it's rainy in Long Island. Is it raining where you are too? I'm assuming.
It was raining. I love rainy days, but I felt so sluggish today. So I said, okay, so we've had a lot of heat waves, so I can appreciate the rain.
The humid hair, I'm going to deal with it for today. All right. Remind us how we can reach out to you, please. What is your website and phone number?
theMANEthang.com. My phone number is 917-774-8116.
Perfect. And website, they're all linked together. Want to share them all?
The other one is nanaspudding.com, and we're still waiting for LynetteCaldwell.com, but you can always catch me on social media. Lynnette
Absolutely.
theMANEthang or nanaspudding_.
Great. Thank you so much, Lynette. You have a great day as always, and we'll talk soon. All right. Thank you again. And don't forget, check out our merch. Loving the new
Yes, check
shirt.
out merch.
I love it. Have a great day, hon.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.